Since moving to the United States of America in 2013, I have noticed many borders in my life in relation to my own identity. This includes, but is not limited to, the border of Scottish culture versus American culture. Gloria Anzaldua represents this idea in her article about Borderlands, in which she describes how having borders and feeling different can be isolating. She states that being different, being other, and therefore lesser, therefore subhuman, inhuman, non-human, is a reflection of others' fears whilst you live in the borderlands.
So my mom is black and my dad is white, which means that I live in a cultural borderland where I am both, but often I am forced to choose one over the other, like when filling out college applications or explaining what I am to people who are questioning my curly hair and my light complexion. And it surprises me how unaccepting people are of a mixed race family in America. Often my mom gets mistaken for my nanny, or my stepdad, who is white and looks nothing like me. I get told I look exactly like him just because people can't look past the color of our skin.
And multiple times when I tell people I'm from Mexico, the first comment I get is, "Are you illegal?" It's kind of tired. I get tired of it. But when I go to Mexico, the problem with that is that I don't fully know the language. So people treat me like I'm an idiot.
So my dad is white, my mom is Malaysian, but I lived my whole life up until recently in Indonesia. And the border that I've faced the most recently is getting people to understand all the different parts of my identity as a single multicultural identity of my own. So people say to me, "But your English is so good!" Really? It's as though English has to be littered with likes and ums and spoken without an accent to be good, because in my experience there is no correlation between the country of origin and English proficiency. How is it to expect it as the common tongue, then to be surprised when it is the language that I use to speak within an international community? These questions make me feel even more distant from a culture that I claim as part of my identity, the American culture, and it does suggest that English fluency eliminates the other nuances of my culture from their perspective. It does suggest that my English is better than it should be based on where I've come from, and it may be easier to dismiss the issue that I say I'm from America, but these instead are issues worth confronting.
I identify as a lesbian, and after I came out, I had a lot of people, including my own friends, my very close friends, treat me differently. For example, people would introduce me as their lesbian friend rather than just their regular friend. Or they would make jokes, like, "Oh, lesbian," that kind of thing. And it's people, they think it's harmless, but it's really just another way of pointing out that I'm different from them. I'm not the same person that they knew before just because of this part of my life, which is a really big part of my life.
I am a student at Emerson College and I am Republican. And that is a really strange combination. And it's one of the things I was really nervous about coming to this school. This school's entire motto and philosophy is, "We accept everyone. You can be yourself." I've had people come up to me and say, when they find out I'm Republican, "Oh, you're homophobic. Oh, you're a racist. Oh, how much money do your parents make?" Because people assume you're a rich white kid. And that's not fair.
I don't feel that I've had many borders throughout my life, but there is one border that has been very prominent throughout my life, and that is being a girl who's attracted to being in leadership positions. And I always gravitate towards leadership positions all throughout high school and elementary school. And whenever I was the leader of a group, everyone would consider me a bitch because I'm a girl and I'm telling people what to do. Whereas if a guy was in the same position, people just said, "Oh, he's powerful and he knows what he's doing."
Mi frontera es mi apariencia. My border is my appearance. I'm white, but I'm actually Mexican. All of my family members are white. So when it comes to the States, the last thing people assume is that I'm Mexican. They either think I'm from France, Italy, even from the United States. And I really hate that because I am a proud Mexican and I love Mexico. When they know that I'm from Mexico, the first thing that they ask me is like, do you think in Spanish or in English? And honestly, I think a little bit of both.